sun and solar power. The solar system is located between these two. And in this solar system is our world. Staying in this world of ours, looking at the sky, I am trying to think today that how is the world of ours made? Since guess is such a big truth which can be relied upon till the real truth. By the way, guesses are not always true. But it is necessary to rely on estimate. Any subject that has to be told by relying only on assumption, like planet. I think so. This is our solar system. The originator of this solar system is only our sun. This is the extension of the solar system. The extended area was previously a zero fraction. In it, the sun came and settled in a desolate place. Maybe the sun was already a burning ember, and burning embers mean the disintegration of rays. This rays is actually a type of smoke. Now the religion of smoke is to move fiercely, due to which perhaps the frozen smoke remains suspended at some place and reacted with the rays coming later. Because of this, the smoke increases in the first suspended part. Seeing that the water in that suspended part has become water, because the smoke is actually water, then the air becomes clay due to irritation. And maybe this is what happened when our world was born. And maybe why our world was born like this only till the whole solar system. By the way, it's just my thinking. Who knows? Maybe my thinking is true or it can be.
What is and it has the one from soil made up them and we come here and we store come here, the story of your many life. What is this? What is this? What? Connection with today. And it also on the soil. What is this? What? Conflict today. Any damn, the water with some soil. Confluence today. Any damn, the water with some soil. Mid the field, mid the atmosphere. And come here, and story. And come here, the story of your life. Made an atmosphere. And come here, the story of your life. And come here, the story of your life.
Actually, this world of ours, before the beginning, maybe it was water. Due to the cloudy atmosphere, the suspension of the rain, in fact, what we call the ocean, that probably the first start in the world, that sea water. Later, by reacting with this ever flowing ray, air, water, and the creation of our world due to cloudy weather, clay is formed. That soil forever remained in ash-like state in sea water, and slowly after the sea, the soil and perhaps the trees, plants were born. Seeing the emergence of life all over the world, and after the fullness of the world of ours, first breath became necessary. The air that began to meet with the air of nature. Then it was necessary to drink food. To drink, the ocean and the lake began to meet by the river. But the arrangement to eat, it happened with some variation. As we all know, world means earth. Eating only raise, holding his own body. We are also eating and drinking the rain, but do the other way around. We are living life by eating every single life and drinking water really. Viruses and bacteria are parasites, but we lie. In fact, food feeder has happened after all, is not it? But we lie. In fact, food feeder has happened after all.
This is the world. low, that is comfortably found very belonging. This land below up in the world. That low, that is comfortably found very belonging. This land the pride of the world. This land. This is the pride of the world. This is including small, maybe 57 the same. And how the Kriya maybe one, two is the same. Every single life became the pride of reality. Every single became the pride of reality. This life will be with the world. Little though that this life in the soil, in the water, the world. Little though that is belonging. This land of the world. This land the pride of the world. This land. This world, which means our earth. This world is actually known as the living world. This life of the whole earth is not a family only by taking a tree plant. The earth has spread even with many animals. In all these creatures, we humans are very intelligent class. By the way, we humans have settled life only on the soil of the world. We find it difficult to breathe in water, so we can't settle down. We humans to live in the soil. Clay side by becoming different caste by adopting certain limits. Countries are living life by creating continents. Entire 195 195 countries remain on this earth. Extended, I have retained. Extended, I have retained. This is the world. settle away, very comfortably found very belonging. This is life, up in the world, settle away, very comfortably found very belonging. This is life, the pride of the world. This is life. This is life, the pride of the world. This is life, including small, maybe 56, 7, 9, the same, and how the Kriya, maybe one, two is the same. Every single life became the pride of reality. Every single life became the pride of reality. This is life, the world. Settle away, this is life, in the soil, in the water, settle away, very this is life, the pride of the world. This is life, the pride of the world. This is life.
Trees and plants also have a place in life. But the truth is that trees and plants eat and drink their diet by mixing direct rays of water and soil. Maybe some tree plant can catch insects and make food. Can it happen? But tree plant catches big creature and eats after making a diet. It is probably impossible. It seems like that this can be possible only in allegorical stories. Still, it is not right to blow up such stories. Why? Because our world is so big. We all know the story that happens here. Thinking like this becomes thinking like a fool. By the way, everyone eats plants and trees. Even the fish eat the tree plant. Moreover, lion, dogs also eat trees and plants as medicine. The only bacterial virus settles inside the body of every organism and takes life by eating the body juice of that organism. By the way, without tree, there is some other organism which makes its diet from the rays of water itself. Most of that kind of creature is found in the sea and some living in the soil place.
What is this union? Water, can you and it has the one some soil. Made up, and you come here, and you story, and you come here, and you come story, what can you friend and it had also some soil. What is what and it had the water some soil. Confluence and it had the water some soil. Mid of the atmosphere and come here and story and come here the story of the mid an atmosphere and come here the story and come here the story of life.
By the way, plants or green vegetation, etc., are born only in the soil. It's not like that. Vegetables grow even in water. And as far as the sun's rays reach in the ocean, green vegetation and so on continue to grow that far, whom algae or beehive says. And the depth of the ocean in which the existence of rays is not felt, their green vegetation, etc., do not make a chance to grow vegetables, etc. Why? Because apart from the rays, trees, plants, green vegetables, etc., cannot do photosynthesis. Then in the deep sea, where the rays reach either side or that side, it is impossible. How will there be trees, plants, green vegetation, etc., vegetables, etc.? But maybe other creatures, etc., tree, plant, green vegetation, etc., in addition to vegetables, etc., they are in that depth of the ocean able to move. And we humans are the most intelligent among all living beings. Wherever we wipe our body, There we will stop the depth of
We are we human ever the are here to what we understand pride of life heavy become to what we understand pride of life heavy become we are we human ever the we are we human ever the to what we understand pride of life heavy become to what we understand pride of life heavy become this time we have increase time I am not getting balance this time we have population increase time I am not getting balance we are we human ever to pride of life heavy become to pride of life heavy become we are we human ever we are we human ever to what atmosphere we understand pride of life we have become to what atmosphere we understand pride of life we have become. We are not trees or plants. That's why this calamity has struck us. There is no problem in balance due to too many trees or plants. But as our population increases, the problem itself envelops us. Which of the present COVID-19 novel coronavirus, the growth of this virus is capturing us. As a result, we are still facing great challenges. We are smart. Maybe we wouldn't die because of this wisdom. But we must have fallen in some trouble. COVID-19 novel coronavirus. Perhaps we will not allow this virus to cause more anxiety in the future. Can it happen? But if we keep showing even a little carelessness in increasing the population, so tomorrow maybe any other virus must dominate us. Need is needed to pay attention to plants, to really pay attention to the trees and plants. We are we human ever see the are here to we understand pride of life heavy become to we understand pride of life heavy become we are we pride of life, heavy become to pride of life, heavy become this time we have increase time not getting balance. This time we have population increase time not getting balance. We are we human ever to pride of life heavy become to pride of life heavy become we are we human ever we are we human ever to atmosphere we pride of life we heavy become to atmosphere pride of life we heavy become.
The history of the world is not just like all the other planets in the solar system. Here, the existence of life in the environment of this world is also happening more differences in the history of the world. In the world, life was from a very old time. very powerful life like dinosaurs were life once here in this world. But the dinosaur had disappeared from extinction about 2 million years ago. The reason for which is still unknown. We humans in the world are powerful too. We are also intelligent. We humans have some opinion. The reason for the extinction of dinosaurs from this world, sudden change in temperature means we are human beings. In fact, the one who understands the right thought about all the living beings. All over the world, we are human. Thinking creature is not. Actually, we are human. Best intelligent creature in the whole world. Not only on the soil side of the world, even among the creatures of the sea, we are humans only intellectual.
What is this union? What confluence and it has some soil made up and he come here and he story and he come here and he come story what can you feel and it had soil what is what and it happened the water some soil confluence and it happened some soil mid the atmosphere and come here and story and come here the story of how made an atmosphere and come here the story and come here the story of life.
Whether it is the sea and or whether it is soil or land, everyone in the world is living a walking life. We are human being the most intelligent in truth. We humans have shown the ability to move here and there only in the soil. It's not like that. We humans have been able to swim even to the very depths of the sea, ocean. All the more, even in the sky, we have been moving freely. Our nearest satellite to the moon, we humans have taken steps. And in the nearby planet Mars, still our rover sent by NASA is sending pictures of many places in detail. In fact, we humans are stronger than all the living beings in the world. We are also intelligent. We humans understand how we will last forever in this world of ours. But along with our intelligence, the population of us humans has also increased a lot nowadays. Earlier, our world used to be so green, trees and plants were covered with forests. But due to the increase in this population nowadays, the forests have to be deserted and made a place to lie. Where is that forested environment today? Where is that forested environment today?
Jungle, insect environment. Dark, fire, in the bus, beauty of nature. Lusty nature of it today. Lusty nature of it today. Beauty of nature. Lusty nature of it today. Lusty nature of it today. Jungle, environment. Dark, fire, jungle, insect environment. Dark, fire, in the bus. Decoration in a green color became foggy, progress today. Everyone play, the forest, became a dance. Lost nature, that is beauty. The forest, lost became a dance. Lost in nature, that is beauty. Lost in nature, that is beauty. Decoration in a green color became a smoky, progress today. Everyone the forest, the door, lost in nature, that is beauty. The forest, the door, lost in lost in nature, that is beauty. Lost in nature, that is beauty. Jungle, Ducky duck, firefly, in the bus, jungle, insects in my Ducky duck, firefly, in the bus, ducky duck, firefly, in the bus. The identity of the world is the forest. Jungle means tall trees, dark view even in a light day. The sky will be unseen in front of the creatures moving towards the soil. It is called the wild environment. Civilization today is just so beautiful. It's not like that. There used to be a civilized society even in ancient times. But then the condition of the environment was not so bad. Even a few years ago, I saw with my own eyes while worshipping trees. What is happening today? Does progress mean the sacrifice of trees? Chemicals in the air all the time. Smoke all the time everywhere. What has happened to the world nowadays? Will you understand building as trees and forest tomorrow? Will we understand the building only by the trees tomorrow? Jungle, insects in my firefly, in the bus, beauty of nature. Lusty nature of today. Lusty nature of today. Beauty of Lusty nature of today. Lusty nature of today. Jungle, environment. Ducky duck, firefly, jungle, insects in my Ducky duck, firefly, in the bus, decorated in a green color. Became foggy, progress today. Everyone is playing. The forest, became a dance. Lost nature, that is beauty. The forest, lost became a dance. Lost in nature, that is beauty. Lost in nature, that is beauty. Decoration in a green color. Became a smoky, progress today. Everyone, view the snaky cherry, the forest, the tower, the same that lost in nature, that is beauty, the forest, the tower, the lost in nature, lost in nature, that is beauty, lost in nature, that is beauty, jungle, take Ducky duck, firefly, we made the bus, jungle, Ducky duck, firefly, we made the bus, Ducky duck, firefly, we made the bus.
If there was no forest and trees and plants, there would probably be no life. Maybe that's why I'm saying why, because there is a lot forest in the ocean too, but where the sunlight doesn't reach, there also exists life. So probably have to depend on. But one thing is there: trees, plants, raise, water, soil, all three do photosynthesis by taking the material itself, and these three ingredients are needed only in life, and the biggest thing is other organisms are unable to do photosynthesis, but tree plants get photosynthesis by eating fruit and flowers in another way. And the biggest thing is carbon dioxide can be used only by plants. That's why it seems that if there was no forest, then life might not have existed.
What is this union? Water, can you and it has the one soil. Made up and he come here, and he store, and he come here, and he story, what can you friend and it has also soil. What is this water, and it has the water, some soil, confluence, and it has some soil, mid the and come here, and story, and come here, the story of your whole made an atmosphere, and come here to story and come here to story life.
Even by exploiting the flowing moisture, humidity, and heat in the air, the forest and the trees and plants keep the nature in balance, by which all the other living beings of the world can live peacefully. If trees, plants from the atmosphere, rays directly transmitted by water to the toxic environment, does not make it necessary in its photosynthesis. Even then, it would have been impossible for life to exist. Perhaps the same circumstances also applies in the ocean. The toxic environment of the sea water also does not make the algae there, the fungal grille stage necessary in photosynthesis. So maybe the fish life of the sea would have been uncertain, meaning forest tree plant is very important for all living beings. Perhaps the toxic environment of the ocean, that algae, fungal, forest, take photosynthesis, creating a pure environment as well as making salty nectar life, by which other living beings can make food tasty for living. And by the way, due to photosynthesis of soil to plant trees, soil turns sweet by itself. And in the air too, by making the abundance of oxygen out of the toxic environment, the forest and trees are planted, has become the helper of living beings. The atmosphere of the salty ocean, the sweet soil and the air, this is the real journey of life. This is the
salty sea, sweet soil, blowing, even here in oil, in the life of the that is today's journey, in the life of the that is today's journey. Salty sea, sweet soil, blowing, even here in oil, medicine stamp, even here in oil, medicine stamp. We pay, of it today, we have been every side of the one of it today. the noise of falling tree, the noise of falling tree, came of it today, the noise of the falling tree, the noise of the falling tree. Oh, we pay at every step of the world. Village today. We have been every side of the world. Can we see of it today? The noise of falling tree, the noise of falling tree. Can we see of it today? The noise of falling tree, the noise of falling tree. Salty sea, sweet soil, flowing window. Even here in boil, medicine stamp in the night. Today's journey in the life of the today's journey. Salty sweet soil, blowing even hearing poem, medicine stamp. Even hearing poem, medicine stamp. This world, this is our world. What have we made of this world? Where did we get this world from? Even to a great extent, we can try to change the harmony of nature by putting our hand. We have become so knowledgeable nowadays. Is called population increase in every single life creates crisis. But here we are trying our best to keep the nature of the world under our control all the time. We are not stopping. It is impossible for us to stop. All the more, we are showing new directions to the world all the time. Seasons are changing. Is the earth changing itself, or are we making change? Some don't understand nowadays. We don't understand anything nowadays. Salty sea, sweet soil, blowing even hearing poison, stamp in the life of the sea today's journey. In the life of the sea today's journey. Salty sea, sweet soil, blowing even hearing poison, medicine stamp. Even hearing poison, medicine stamp. We pay of the world. City today, we have been every side of the world, of it today. The noise falling, the noise falling. Came of it today. The noise of the falling, the noise of the falling. Oh, we pay at every step of the world. Village today. We have been every side of the world. Chemistry of it today. The noise falling. The noise of the falling. Chemistry of it today. The noise of the falling. The noise of the falling. Salty sweet soil, flowing window. Even here in medicine is in the this is journey in the life of the today's journey. Sweet soil, blowing. Even hearing poems, medicine is even hearing poems, medicine is
The whole world, in fact, divided into three levels: water, soil, and air. Water means sea, and from this ocean, soil and air are formed. Soil is the effect of the reaction of rain with the ocean. Means the ocean is burning all the time, and that's why part of the soil in the sea always tastes salty. But due to the interaction of the external environment with the soil, the taste of earth becomes sweet, and the result of all kinds of reaction remain in the air all the time, always. This world is made of these three truths. Means this nature of the world: salty sea, sweet soil, and this air, including the humid, moist atmosphere. This is the only three really this world. This is the only three really this.
What is this union? Water, and it the one from soil. Made of atmosphere, And you come here, and you story of many life. And you come here, the story of many life. What is this story? What connection with it? And it had also on the soil. What is this story? What and it and the water with some soil, confluence today, and it the water with some soil, mid the field, mid the atmosphere, and come here, and story, and come here, the story of your whole life, mid an atmosphere, and come here, and the story of your life, and come here, the story of your whole life.
The ocean salty, soil is sweet. It is for the reaction of sun, rays and water at all times, day and night. But to the reaction of this ray and water, many impure atmosphere are born in the air of the world, chemical, gases, etc., which are really very intolerable substances for all the living beings of the world. Only those organisms which sustain life through the method of photosynthesis, for that organism, this impure environment is tolerable chemical, gas, etc. And after exploiting that impure environment of the world, chemical, gas, etc., those living beings who take life through the method of photosynthesis change the whole environment of the world into pure environment. The pure environment which becomes helpful to life for the rest of the dynamic life of the world. Organisms that do photosynthesis are produced in the maximum quantity from the rest of the organisms in the world. That is why all the organisms in the world remain intact. In so many creatures, we human beings have been very intelligent from the very beginning. We humans have been able to conquer mobility in such a way that Even leaving the border of the world, we were able to travel in the moon and Mars of the solar system. But taking this walk, we have come to know that due to the reaction of water, the impure environment, chemical gases, etc., are born, which are really very intolerable substances for other organisms without photosynthesis. Here, one more thing. The world's impure environment, chemical gases, etc., are able to tolerate the photosynthetic organisms here. But the world photosynthesizing organisms are not able to tolerate the impure environment of the moon or Mars chemical gases, etc. This shows that the distance of the sun and the planetary satellite matters for the living being. The distance between the sun and the planet in the solar system is something like this, which I have written this. Well, all these calculations have been done only by us humans of the world. We are human beings who have created the country by tearing the soil of the world. And we are human. We call ourselves Hindu, Muslim, Christian.
Raise the water, give me the water, started growing like the soil, sustaining human beings in keep human in we may this introduction now so but glory so but glory in the most Christian we may introduction now so but the glory so but the full of Hindu Muslim Christian. This is all and this moment of we made the road and we made the song the water of the has been made we made the introduction now peace, so but peace, we made introduction now peace, so but our Royal Bengal Tiger, we are Bengalis, so only our property. Do Delhites have any right in this beautiful animal? Well, peacock is the species bird of India. Are Americans not proud of this peacock bird? The Amazon jungle is the most beautiful forest in the world. Is it Americans' own property? Very beautiful creature. Kangaroo is a species animal of Australia continent. So do kangaroo creatures in Europe, Asia do not matter at all? This is the world. All the beauty in this is ours. Why is there a selfish or selfish attitude? If nature wants to make any creature disappear completely, so what about trying that creature can maintain? Not that far away. This COVID-19 novel coronavirus, we are killing humans with if in the year gone by itself, the entire human being of this world would dominate and end it. Can we save ourselves? Why this selfish attitude? We cannot live just by being human and tying each other together. We have to think. We have to think this whole world. We are just us. Only for us. Raise the water, give me the water, started blowing we may destroy so patti glory so patti glory in the most we may Introduction now and so but the glory, glory, peace, so but the glory of Hindu Muslim peace. This is all, and this moment of we made in the road and we made the song has been made we made introduction now peace, so but the peace, we make introduction now peace, so but the
We humans in the world become a great blessing of nature. There is no leave of doubt. No matter how much we humans show caste discrimination by calling ourselves Hindu, Muslim, Christians, then what? And or by converting this soil of nature into places, how many countries have been made into continents, then what? But the truth is, we humans look selfish, but we also think about the protection of the entire life of the world. Even though we humans cannot live in the sea, it is our thinking to protect the life of the sea, the fish, etc. Means in reality we humans are also the best.
what is and it made up and he come here and he told and he come here and he come story what can you say and it also been on the soil. What is this ocean? What conflict and it and the water with some soil. Confluence with and the water with some soil. Mid the field, mid the atmosphere, and come here, and story, and come here, the story of how we live. Mid the atmosphere, and come here, the story of and come here, the story of how we life.
We humans have not been able to settle only in the ocean of this world of ours. It's not like that. We have not been able to settle even in many places of soil, such as dense forests, deserts, etc. This naturally leads to the understanding that probably because of self-defense. This is true to a large extent. Why? Because every living being in the world, everyone's food is only. Here too, man has definitely shown the mark of intelligence. But there is another reason why man does not live everywhere. Human civilization has been created mostly where there has been an easy availability of water mainly, and here too man is the most intelligent person. There is evidence of this. Due to the settlement of humans in this easily accessible place of water, humans have made the existence of villages and cities at different places and explain the way of progress.
Have seen the village, I have seen the city. Walking in the ground, have spent the time in the have seen the village, have seen the city. Walking in the ground, have spent the time in the have spent the time in the desert. Where I native land, say motherland, country border, only proud, across the border, foreign, where I native land, say motherland, have seen the village, have seen the city. Walking in the ground, have spent the time in the desert, have seen the village, have seen the city. walking the ground, I've been spending time in the desert. I've been spending time in the desert. Overseas soil, we have been flight divider. Every one has a destination, but have we experienced my ride? Overseas soil, we have been flight divider. Everyone has destination, but have we experienced my ride? Have you seen the beach? Have you seen the sea? Walking the ground, I've been spending time in the desert. Have you seen the beach? Have you seen the sea? Walking the ground, I've been spending time in the desert. I've been spending time in the desert. At least 1 lakh will be more than just a list of towns and cities with. The rest and whatever will be there can also be called a village or forest. Something is flatland, so there is some mountain and land around the world. There must be at least 26 desert zones in this world. For example, I've written. And the biggest thing, every living being definitely lives in the land. Even in water there is life. Life does not live in the air, but there is some life. It is definitely loaded in the air for a long time. Have you seen the village? I have seen the city. Walking the ground, I've spent time in the have you seen the village? I've seen the city. Walking in the ground, I've spent time in the I've spent the time in the desert. Where I native land, say mother country border, only proud, across the border, foreign, where tell my country. Native land, say motherland. Have you seen the village? Have you seen the city? Walking the ground, Have you spent time in the desert? Have you seen the village? Have you seen the city? Walking the ground, I've spent time in the desert. I've spent time in the desert. Overseas soil, we have been flight divider. Every one has a but have we experienced my ride? Overseas soil, we have been flight divider. Everyone has destination, but have we experienced my ride? Have you seen the beach? Have you seen the sea? walking in the ground, I've been spending time in the desert, I've been seen in the beach, I've been seen in the sea, walking in the ground, I've been spending time in the desert, I've been spending time in the desert.
All over the world, there are only two truths. It is a village and another city. So many countries are foreign continents all over the world. But the real truth is the village and the city. The village is called where raw grains and vegetables are grown. And the city is called him where the distribution process is done everywhere by importing raw grains and vegetables from the village. There is also some modernity in it, which is also called craft and art. By the way, this village and urban part remains intact everywhere in the world. Village is always famous for hard workers. There, the city is famous for the hard working progressor. Even village cities are in the desert, and today's progress is going on even under the soil. The very big houses were being built. A lot of urban squabbles are happening inside the water too. Why go too far? I am a part of the Bengali race in the world. My city is Kolkata. Metro train is running by entering the very inner part of River Ganga. Has become so advanced nowadays. The face of the village and city of the whole world.
What is and it has some soil made of and you come here and you store and you come here and you come story what can you friend and it had also some soil what and it and the water some soil confluence and it some soil mid the atmosphere and come here and story and come here, the story of how made life made an atmosphere. And you come here, the story of life. And you come here, the story of how life.
A wonder character appears in everyone's life in the world, which is life of any race in this whole world. All those lives start living as a hero. This proves that everyone's life here, living their community life is really afraid of the rest of the life. This same character is present here in all life in this world. Man is a little more intelligent than so many life in the world. That's why human beings choose the way of living by forming a swarm from village to city. By the way, this kind of folk making character, why only in the life of the world? Even in the personal character of the world, himself the same farm tastes him. That's why the world, satellite, moon, and many small and large stones. Well, why only the world? Every planet in the solar system has the same character. Any other planet, two or more satellites are present. Well, in the present situation, to live life in peace in the world is a bit problematic. That's why a lot of lives are getting lost in things. It is also affecting humans nowadays. That's why all of a sudden this zombie attack and this COVID-19 coronavirus like a death blow. Whatever the reason is now, whether it is more population or whether it is global warming, life in the world is definitely in trouble. That's why such a big effort of Google, the invention of another world biggest than the world, like the world in the nearest constellation. Salam to Google.
What is this union? And it has the one from soil. Made of atmosphere. And you come here, and you story of life. And you come here, and you come the story of life. What can you friend anytime on the soil. What is this anytime there was some soil, confluence anytime there was some soil, mid of the and come here and story and come here the story of your mid an atmosphere and come here the story and come here the story of your life.